Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 135. Ah! I'm your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today we've got for you a very special guest for the very first time on BPU. A young man who's got plenty of talent. He's a musician, a graphic artist, a gamer, a Halo player. Meet Ruben, SoughtVengeance. Ruben is legit. Yeah!
Thanks for having me on. This is very first for me. I'll take this off now. This is my snowboarding hat. But yeah.
If I was wearing a hat, I would take it off.
Totally not wearing a hat.
Yeah. I've got a raccoon, living in my hair.
It's very nice. I
Thank
like
you.
it. Oh no, where's it gone?
Okay, I've got to feed that guy later. So what have you been doing with yourself here, Ruben?
Oh, generally, or for the past couple of days. Past couple of days have been interesting. Actually, I've been out at parties and one singular party. My girlfriend comes back to my house afterwards, and she drops her phone down my toilet. So that was always interesting.
She dropped her phone, or she dropped your phone?
She dropped her phone down my toilet. She was just going to the loo, had it in her back pocket after a few beers, a little bit of wine, and she the funny thing is she forgets about it, leaves and goes, "Where's my phone?" It's like, I was like, "Did you leave it in the toilet?" And she's like, "Yeah, probably." So I go to look in the toilet, and it was literally in the toilet. So,
well, did she drop a deuce?
Drop a what?
A deuce.
A deuce.
Number 2.
Oh no, I think she might have peed on it, but.
So who went and fished it out?
I'm so caring. I volunteered. Like, no, it was more of the point. Like, oh my god, there's a phone in the toilet. Move it away quickly because it's quite an expensive phone too. So
has it? Have you tried making it work yet, or do you know if it's broken?
We put it in some rice, and we've used silica gel, but nothing has saved it yet. So we think it's broken. So it's never good. Thing.
You know what? Damn cheap piece of shit phones. All
this innovation and no waterproof technology.
You drop it in a toilet and it doesn't even work.
God damn it!
What are you gonna do?
So you were just telling us just before we started the show that you threw your phone. Your phone.
Yeah, I didn't mean to throw it. Okay,
Kind of tossed it.
I tossed it and it hit the side of a cabinet over there.
Oh, okay. So, I was thinking you God damn it!
It was a piece of rubbish anyway, so I was actually kind of glad that it broke. But
oh,
I'm not allowed to say that because
See,
I've got a new one now. Well, I'm ordering a new one. So
I used to do tech support, and I used to have to carry a cell phone, and I broke many cell phones against the wall in the middle of the night when they called to wake me up.
The funny thing was as well, I had 6 of the same phone before that because they were all technically shit, and the power button broke and the screen stopped working. It was all weird, but this is the first time I've actually sort of smashed it and.
Wow, what model was that? What phone was that?
It was a Sony Xperia SP. It's got an aluminum case around it, and I managed to crack that as well. It's quite a thick.
Well, see, there's your problem. You're a Halo guy.
Yeah.
It's you're using a phone made by Sony.
Yeah,
that's the PlayStation
funny thing was
people.
as well, I've ordered a Microsoft phone as well. So I've got a Windows phone coming, so maybe that was what I was doing.
All right, Cortana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of halfway kind of thinking about one of those Windows phones, although I'm pretty happy with Android.
Yeah, mine was Android, and I'm just no longer.
All right.
I like Android, but it's treated me well. I mean, but like I said, when I did it for a job and I had a cell phone, I broke a lot of them. So
yeah. Well, I'm only on my third cell phone. I got a cell phone way later than most people. I resisted. I didn't want people to be able to reach me all the time, for that very reason. It's like,
okay.
Don't fucking bug me, man.
So, I go back to the old school. I had one of those phones that was in the bag and everything, man.
Yeah.
I never answered mine anyway.
Remember the big brick phone? The first one that was just huge?
Wow, it has almost 15 seconds of talk time.
Yeah. And talk time was $3 a minute or something, or $4 a minute.
In those days,
crazy.
only doctors
It's crazy.
had them. Doctors were rich enough to afford them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's learn the history of Mr. SoughtVengeance here. Ruben, you are an Australian chap. Am I correct?
Now, if I was clever here, I'd put on an Australian accent, but I can't do accents for shit. So I'm just going to answer with no.
No, we know that's not true.
Obviously British.
Okay.
Like Modest Major and Nick, but he's Irish, so it doesn't
He's
count.
not British.
Yeah, well, he's an imposter, basically. He hangs around like he's British.
Right. Well, see, even Scott people are British. They're still British. They voted to stay British.
Yep. That was a long thing that happened. I don't get into politics. It's too complicated.
Yeah.
As I said to you
yeah.
the other day, I can vote soon as well, and I still don't know anything. So,
Well, that makes you about equal to most voters.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you live outside of London, is that right?
Yeah, just south of London. It's quite easy to get into by train.
All right. So do you go to London to party down and hang out?
I don't usually go into London that much. The only time I went into London, no, actually no, that's a lie. Like I go to London more regularly than an average person does, just because me and my friends used to hang around there and stuff. But the most notable time that I went there that's most relevant to YouTube is when I went to EGX with Major and Nick. I took the train up to London, and we went to the place where EGX was. I've forgotten what it was, but there's a video of it. But
That's that was really good. Eurogamer.
Yeah, Eurogamer Expo, which is in Birmingham next year. But other than that, no, I don't really go to London for like work or anything. I go to college in a place called Watford, which is just short of London, about halfway between London and where I live. So,
did you say Twatford?
Watford.
No, I was just kidding.
Twatford. It's twat, just for the record.
Twat.
Yeah, not twat. Twat.
You know, I think that's a difference. I think Americans, we pronounce it twat.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Like aluminium.
Aluminum. Well, this makes sense, but this argument could go on forever, couldn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It's an endless one.
Yeah. Okay, so were you always English, or were you born someplace else?
Always English. Just born and raised. Born and raised where I live. I've lived in this house for 18 years, which is how old I am. So
18 years. Wow. So you're old enough to be drafted into the service, right? You could be going into the army if you're not careful.
Yeah, old enough to drink, old enough to drive, all that stuff.
Have you considered a career in the military? They're always looking for fellas like yourself.
The only thing that really appeals to me about the military is like the adverts on TV, because they're always really well animated. But other than that, no. I mean, I respect what they do and everything, but like I'd be so useless. Like I can run for about 10 seconds without make 10 seconds.
Think about this. Maybe like those guys that pilot the drones. They're sitting behind a desk and monitors, and they've got an Xbox controller in their hand, and they're monitoring stuff, and they're launching Reaper missiles and stuff.
Yeah,
you'd probably be good at that.
Well, I'm terrible at like driving games like Forza, so I wouldn't bet anything on it. Yeah.
All right. So you have been a gamer for a long time, or not such a long time?
This is interesting. I've been an Xbox gamer since 2011. Not that long in the grand scheme of things, but maybe going back to when I was about 6 years old. So. How long was that? 12 years, and I played Pokemon on my little Game Boy Color, and that's what I've been doing. So I've sort of progressed, obviously, from there, and arrived at Halo.
Did you catch them all?
I caught them all. I'm proud of it. Caught all of them.
Gotta catch them all.
Honestly, though, Pokemon was probably one of the best things about my childhood, because all my friends used to play it as well, and that's really sort of what brought me into this whole gaming thing, and actually how I got into YouTube, actually doing Pokemon stuff. If you delve into YouTube, there is some Pokemon videos I've done, and I've got them all on a CD somewhere as well, but they're horrible, and I'm not going to link any of them.
Oh,
I actually got invested in a community back then as well, where I was sort of about the same size channel that I am now. I mean, my channel is not big by any standards, but I had about 47 subscribers, and yeah, we just did like stuff like battles and then like walkthroughs of the games and stuff. It's all very underground in the sense that you don't actually know what goes on behind the scenes of like other games in the YouTube community, but there is a small section of other small communities like the Halo one at the moment. It's very interesting.
So the deep, dark underbelly of the subculture of Pokemon.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
that's how I actually got into YouTube as well. So I found people through that. I don't know how, but like I think I stumbled across BBK Dragoon's channel somehow through that. Then I found Modest Major, and then I found myself, which is really deep. And I thought I want to do this, so I went out, bought myself a capture card, and now we're here.
Well, cool. That's who I found first, is BBK.
I think a lot of people find him. He's a good representative for the community.
Well, what's funny is I started playing Halo 4 during the time when Ghost was out, Call of Duty Ghost. Yeah. But I started actually looking at BBK's videos even before I started playing Halo. I was thinking, maybe there's another game out there that might be good. Thought, what about Halo? And I was looking for Halo YouTubers, and I really liked his style.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started watching some of his videos, and then that's what made me decide to try the game.
Yeah, I mean, I found his channel before I got an Xbox too, because my friends had an Xbox, and I used to go around to their house, and we used to play like random weapons in like 300% speed on Halo 3 on Stand Trap when we ran into their house, and Trash Compactor, if you've ever heard of that, which is basically like an infection game mode where you're all sitting in a room, and then like the infected like chucks boxes down the chute and then tries to splatter all the people who aren't infected. It's really fun. But I used to go around to their houses and do that, and then I decided I wanted my own Xbox in 2011, and now we're here.
All right. So you have not been real active on your channel lately. I mean, you put up a video the other week.
Yeah. Well, I think that goes for everyone, to be quite honest. I mean, we're in such a sort of stale period at the moment with MCC broken and not great feedback on Halo 5, even though a lot of people did like it. But I think 343 is just sort of so slow in fixing stuff and bad at giving feedback in some ways that I think there's nothing to talk about. Or, well, what people could be talking about is, oh, look, there's a next patch coming, but you'll get the same commentary like every single week because there's another big patch which might fix stuff or might not, in the case where we are now.
Yeah, it's tough to be a Halo commentator right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to be putting out more videos, and I'd love to have content to put out. I do have the gameplay, I have the mindset to be able to be doing it, but I don't have the topics, and I don't want to just sit there and do live commentaries after mini tages and stuff, because at the end of the day, like, I want to be doing topical commentaries, which is what I enjoy doing. But I can chuck a live commentary in there occasionally, which is what I've been doing. But I just want to do a topical commentary at the moment, which is why I haven't been uploading that much.
Okay, so let's get back to gameplay and Halo and all that. So, like right now, let's talk about something else. I happen to know that you are a musician.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we were checking your stuff out earlier. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you've got a body of work. All right. So if anybody doesn't know, Ruben is legit, has got a SoundCloud, and we will link that in the description of the channel, and you can go to his SoundCloud and you can like him up.
Thank you. Thank you for anyone who checks that out. In regards to that, it's been a passion I've had for about 2 years now. I just got into producing the electronic music side of things, and I've had a really good upbringing in music as well, with like playing the piano and then picking up saxophone as well. But that's the general idea.
Okay, so you actually have a little bit of experience playing musical instruments then?
Oh yeah. I'm doing my grade 8 in piano soon, and grade 8 in saxophone as well. I can play a bit of drums just because I've got a kind of natural rhythm for it after playing instruments for so long. But I mean, I started when I was about 4 years old, which I'm really glad my mum pushed on me. She was like, "You're going to go do piano." I'm like, "Okay." And now I can play piano quite well. So I'm actually grateful for that, because it's really easy to compose if you know piano, because you can figure out the chords and cadences and like how everything works together. I mean, honestly, like if I didn't have the musical sort of know-how that I do, I don't know where I would be right now, because I'm kind of pitching all my future on music, if you hadn't realized, because I didn't do so well in the first year of my exams, so I've gone to like college now to do a music degree or a music qualification, then off to university to do a degree after that, hopefully. But yeah, that's hopefully what I'm going to be doing.
Well, you seem to be a natural. I mean, that sounds good.
Thank you.
It sounds very, very modern, and it sounds very, very good. I mean, it's like
I'm the music director on our Sub One website. I like post videos every day. I post a video a day of just different music, new music, old music, anything, just so that people get a sample of some stuff, and then other people post after I post, and so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so probably about right here, we'll just, for background music, I'll put one of your songs like playing in the background, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So anybody who doesn't want to, is too lazy to click on the SoundCloud, can actually hear some of your stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So how do you do this stuff? Okay, so I hear vocals on this. Where do you get the vocals from?
Which one are you hearing vocals on? Or just
you've got
generally?
a bunch of them. You've got a bunch of them. I think the most recent one that you put out has vocal on it. That's not you singing, right?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not a good enough singer, even though I do have the musical background. But no, what they are, that's a background of how I make my songs. Like, I'll search Google for XY song a cappella. So you type in the name of the song, you type a cappella, which is basically the song without vocals, and then I'll build up all the structure of the song around that in some software I code with FL Studio 11.
You mean song with only vocals?
Yeah, so all you're going to hear is like the vocal track and not any of the instruments or the beat or any of the effects around it. I put all those in myself, so I generate them through plugins and what are called VSTs.
VST, virtual instruments. Yeah. So all the background music is all you? That's all your stuff?
Yeah, apart from the vocals. Wow. Which is annoying because you get picked off the copyright for that.
Yeah. Well, did you know that if you speed up or slow down the pitch by 11% or more, you won't get copyright flagged?
Yeah, YouTube does that, don't they? They just base it off the pitch. Yeah, no, I've read about that somewhere.
Yeah, it's like 11%. If it's 10%, you'll get flagged. If it's 11%, you either slow down or speed up or raise or lower the pitch 11%, and you won't get flagged. Although the song would sound kind of funny.
Yeah, it sounded quite fast. I actually like doing that. I'll put it into like Audacity, and then I'll pull the little slider up to like not 1.27% speed, and it sounds horribly low and weird.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks if you put
Right.
it.
Right. So you start with the vocals and all the chords the song is constructed on, and all the pads and all that stuff. You're making all that.
Yeah, all the sounds, all the notes together, all the chords together, all the drum beats. Some of the drum samples I use are from packs, but you make the beats yourself. But you can also create the, like, say a kick using plugins as well, but mostly I just sample stuff.
Wow, so now I'm even more impressed. I mean, that seems like you have a way of seeing the overall picture of the song, and you've got a vision. You've got a vision.
Yeah, well, sometimes I have a vision, sometimes I'll have like a single idea, and then I'll go and type it out or play it out into the program. Then I'll build up around that. That's usually how I work, but most of the time I do have a vision I want to go with, but yeah.
Wow. Well, see, maybe you're... okay, so have you tried singing yourself?
No, and there's a very good reason for that.
Well,
it doesn't work.
Have you ever heard of something called Melodyne or Auto-Tune or anything like that?
It doesn't work on me.
I don't know about that.
I actually did look into Melodyne, actually, because a while back I was trying to get my friend to sing it, but he sang it flat, so I had to find Melodyne and try to use it. But it was completely not recoverable because it was so terrible. There's nothing you can do. Honestly, like the way I work with things, like I think if you have like bad raw content, you're not going to do very well with it, even if you like tweak it.
Okay, so you're saying it's hard to polish a turd.
Yeah, pretty much. To put it nicely.
Well, somewhere out there is some material that I've done some recording. You know, I don't use virtual instruments, just like guitars and synthesizers and stuff, and my own vocals, and I have Melodyne, and it works.
Well, it works on you.
It does.
It works.
It does.
You have to link me that later.
Works for him.
Yeah. And even my partner, he's a horrible singer. I mean, he wouldn't even be mad at me saying that. He's just a horrible singer. And we were actually able to get him to do some backup with Melodyne.
That's pretty impressive then, because you must be able to use it better than me. I don't really use it, but
well, you have to go in surgically.
Yeah.
I'll let you in on a little secret. Old Flex doesn't have any musical talent at all, man. I can play Rock Band, and that's it. And only on medium, or expert, not hard, not that super hard level. The one where they go by so fast that your fingers come off your hands when you're playing it.
You know, Modest Major was claiming that he could play Dragon Force on expert. That's what he said.
See, no, he brings out his iPad and gets the drum app, goes up and bashes his drums. That's not playing. I mean,
Dragon Force he can play.
No, on Guitar
like,
Hero.
Through the Fire and Flames, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Force. That's the hardest song in the whole disc.
Yeah,
that's Gus G, isn't it? I think.
That's some of the very first game. Some of the very first YouTube gaming videos I've ever watched were Guitar Hero, Dragon Force 100% perfect on expert. It's like, oh my god, that guy is so good.
Yeah.
If he can do that, I'll be very impressed. But I'm usually not impressed by him, so we'll see.
Okay, so just for a point of fact, just yesterday, I witnessed on Modest Major's very own stream. Sorry, Major, to bring this up. I witnessed on Octagon. Okay, SoughtVengeance versus Modest Major, 1-on-1 with snipers, and what?
Mano y mano.
Not only did Ruben, did you win the game, you pretty much.
You got ground pounded. You got mollywopped in the Halo 4 sense, Major.
He was bopped.
He was blonde, man.
Okay. Sorry. See, that doesn't. That doesn't mean you're not a good person, Major, but...
Yeah. I only bring that up because I got completely destroyed at Super Smash Bros. Because we play that as a group as well, and I've got demolished by Nick and him a lot. So that's my only sort of claim at the moment.
There it is. Yeah. So you're seeking out to be doing this music production as a career, is that right?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's where I want to take it.
Wow. Well,
that's awesome, man.
How about making music for video games?
That's actually that's interesting because one of the uni courses I've looked at has that as a module which will be really interesting. But I really hope that actually comes up, because that might be a good chance to sort of get into the video game industry as well, which could be awesome.
Well, I mean, if you get in, there's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, what I want to do is just sort of build up my SoundCloud. This is my plan. I kind of want to build up my SoundCloud following at the moment and sort of get my music out there. It's just so I have like a sort of portfolio of what to show people or universities, like what I've done and how I do it in a sense. But I do have a couple of videos out on YouTube of how I've made my tracks or previews, how I've done them on a separate YouTube channel somewhere. But yeah, I just want to have that portfolio of how I've done these things, and then I can show them, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, well, this is how we can help you. You can take your style and we can apply it in these areas.
Yeah, well, you've actually streamed you working on your software, creating music on Twitch.
Yeah. Did
you know that they've got a beta thing? Music beta.
FL Studio 12 beta, is that what you're talking about?
No. It's like
Twitch.
On Twitch. There was like, I watched it, it's like about 4 or 5 days ago. There was like, everybody was talking about it on Twitter. There was this guy playing piano, just playing live piano on a Twitch stream. And he was really good, really, really good. And everybody was just, I think he had like 18,000 concurrent viewers or 13,000 or some very high number.
Crazy. Yeah, I think I saw that the other day, actually. I don't know what it's about entirely, but
Kotaku did a story on it.
That means something.
I mean, fuck, I go on Twitch and I get negative viewers. I mean, it's like -2. There's like 2 people not watching intentionally.
2 people have it on and they've got their back turned on purpose.
Hey, look, Flex went 2-15 on AW again. All right.
And of course,
my KDR is
Flex.
low.
Flex
I
is
play for fun.
Flex plays for fun, and it's like, hey, he's gotten better.
Yeah, I break even and go positive even once in a while.
every now and then, yeah.
I started like that. It was not pretty in the first days of Halo Reach, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I have fun. I don't care if I can get 1 kill in a match. I have fun. I mean, I don't care. You know, it's like
I used to run after like one guy throughout that match because I was so mad that he killed me, and then when I got him, I'd like celebrate. I was so happy.
Did you know about teabagging in those days?
Oh, I found out the hard way, dude. I got teabagged so hard.
So did I. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, the first time I ever got teabagged, I really deserved it. It's like, I was camping like a bitch. I mean, seriously, camping like a bitch. And the guy killed me from behind. And in Call of Duty, you have a kill cam, and you can see the guy kill you. So he came up behind me. I was laying flat on my belly. He came up behind me. He teabagged me first. And then he shot me in the head.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. They're hilarious. Yeah.
It's like I didn't know what hit me.
I'm guilty of teabagging too much, though. If I get a cool sniper kill or something, I'll just like crouch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it's a little rude, but
yeah, deserved.
It's all part of the game.
Yeah. Nobody actually hurt. Yeah, no whales were harmed in the filming of this teabag.
Well, no, but it's like, like you said, if they do it to you, you want to go get them back, man.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Like the first matches, I got like teabagged so hard, so I'd like chase them, get teabagged like 9 more times. I'd get him, like I accidentally pick up the rockets off the floor and get like the most newbie kill of all time. And I'd go over to his bog and he'd teabag him, and he'd come back and shoot me while I was still teabagging.
Yeah. So you're a Halo player as of Reach, okay? Yeah. So that means you don't have experience playing the original Halo 1, 2, and 3.
I did pick them all up after I played Halo Reach. I mean, I joined Halo Reach at the end of its life cycle, so I was already in like the updates and stuff. So I knew about why Bloom was terrible, and I knew about why it wasn't balanced. And I looked into it quite a lot as well, and I found out like why the community didn't sort of like Halo Reach, and how we were all hoping for Halo 4 to be the sort of rejuvenation of Halo. But apart from that, no, I picked up Halo 1, 2, 3 ODST after I played Halo Reach because I enjoyed it so much, and I enjoyed most of them as well. So I think Halo 3, after I playing it, has been my most favourite though, even though I didn't get to play in its prime, which is really disappointing actually, because I'd love to have played it back then.
Well, you could actually still play that game. I mean, even with
you ask people, they all say Halo 3, man.
Yeah, me and Major do play it though. I mean, we had a blast playing it, but we go back to Halo 4 because of the connections.
So how did you meet Modest Major? Because you guys are like joined at the hip. You guys are like the dynamic duo.
As much as I hate him, we are joined. Me, Nick, and Major are kind of like the three musketeers. But the story is, I can't remember exactly, but I remember he invited me to an Xbox Live party somehow, and I had this message up on my screen, and I was like, Modest Major invited you to a party, and I was sitting there like, okay, so I know this guy off YouTube. Do I join? So I sat there for 5 minutes like, do I join? Do I make a fool of myself? Or what do I do? So I join, and apparently, like we were talking about this the other day as well, apparently I was really quiet, and he didn't think we'd get along at first, but then I became an arsehole like him, so we got along. That's the story, pretty much. And I can't really remember.
So you were familiar with him from YouTube before you guys crossed paths?
Yeah. I watched a couple of his commentaries before I started talking to him, which is why I was like, oh god, this guy's off YouTube and he has X amount of subscribers. I'm nervous. Do I go in or do I not go in? I felt like I was about to meet like a celebrity, but now I'm just like, whenever I see him on Skype, I'm like, oh, please leave me alone.
Well, see, I have a similar story too.
This is a chance for me to slag him off over the internet where he can do nothing about it.
Yeah, well, he can leave comments, but he can't shut you the hell up.
That's great.
Now, when you guys play together, on average, would you say, do you get more kills or does he get more kills?
He gets more kills because he's more aggressive as a player. I think I'm more of an intelligent player in regards to I'm looking after my deaths and I'm selectively killing, whereas he'll rush in and go like,
you're kind of laying back,
and he usually gets away with it because somehow he gets us into these horrible lobbies. But I mean, I don't like to toot my own horn, but when we get into the sort of harder lobbies, I usually prevail over like him in terms of like overall KDA because I'll be more intelligent with what I'm shooting and where I'm shooting and my positioning. But I think he's still a better player overall, but I think he needs to change his mindset if he wants to be as good as me. No.
Oh my god, shots fired.
Yeah.
Over the bow, man.
Legit, though. I think he's a much more solid player. Him and Nick are much more solid players than me. I think I just play a bit more intelligently at the moment.
Okay, who's the best of your group? Who's the best sniper?
I think Nick's the best sniper at the moment.
Okay.
Unfortunately. As much as I hate to admit it, we're all pretty much sniper whores. We'll see a sniper and we'll go for it. Go for it. You see on a drift where we all stop, we'll run like across the hall to the sniper. It's like you can get there first.
Okay, so I've seen live video from the Eurogamer. Now, Nick is extremely tall, really, really tall.
Yeah, he is. I'm quite small. Yeah, he's much taller than me.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's like 6'3", I want to say. Don't know, 6'5". I don't know.
I thought he was taller than that. I thought they said he was taller than that.
I have no idea.
Like
he's
maybe
6 foot something.
Well, I'm 6'2". Yam's like 6'4".
No, I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2".
Oh, you're 6'2". Yeah.
And I remember, I was thinking like 6'7" or something like that for Nick.
Yeah, actually, that rings a bell. So probably 6'7". Let's just go for 6'7" now.
6'7" is ridiculously tall.
Yeah,
that's tall.
And he's ginger, pale, and Irish as well. He's got everything.
He's got it all. He's got it
the
all.
whole package.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, he doesn't have that boy band Hollywood movie star kind of quality that our own boy Sot has.
Is that a shot fired? I think that's shots fired, dude. Nick's not going to be happy about that. He went on a date last week and said he preferred Chipotle. No, he said he preferred Nando's to his girlfriend or his date actually, which was like, okay.
Well, I mean, did you see the girlfriend?
Nicks.
Maybe he was right. You never know.
Yeah, well, he can never have as good as a bay as me. Me and Nick are.
Nick, you come on the show.
Yeah, I would love Nick to come on the show.
Get me and Nick on the show together. Get us three together. We'll be so good.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be great, man. We would love.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Me and Flex could shut the fuck up, and you guys would just do the whole
we
show.
don't argue. We could still argue so much.
So, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, so you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So how long you guys been together?
7 months at the moment.
It's pretty serious then.
Yeah. At the moment, yeah. I mean, we get along like. Sorry, I'm getting some more alcohol.
Feel free.
We get along really well. I think we're planning to go on a holiday together soon as well, so that would be fun. But no, she's very supportive of everything I do. And we used to go to the same school, so when I moved away after I did my exams and I didn't go so well, she was very supportive in the move of that, which I'm really grateful for. And she's looking to do pretty well in her final exams to go off to university after this. So I'm happy for her.
Cool. Now she supports you in everything you do, but are you a good boyfriend? Because you're always playing video games or dicking around with computers.
I make an effort. Yeah, no, I think she. Ooh, what was that? Sorry. I think we get along pretty well.
Okay.
Maybe in the early days, I was like, "Do I want to get into this?" And I was just like sat there on Xbox, and she was like Facebook messaging me, like, "Where are you? You meant to be out?" And I'm like, "In bed."
Well, just remember this, young man. You're a musician.
Yeah.
You're going to go on to be a producer.
Yeah.
You're going to get more ladies throwing themselves at you than Quincy Jones.
Not at the moment. I've got mine.
Dang.
That's right. Well, she's gonna have to realize that even though you're with her, there's gonna be all these other chicks that are gonna be scamming, try to get a piece of Reuben.
A piece of influx.
Influx. Is that what you call your productions?
Yeah. I was, in Microsoft Word, if you right click a word and you get the synonyms, that's how I found my name. So I wanted something like flow, because the music flows. So I typed in flow into Microsoft Word, right clicked it, synonyms, and influx came up. So I just used that. That's how I got my name. So it's not particularly inventive, but
influx. It's not to be confused with acid reflux.
Yeah, I mean, like you could just be throw up acid. But.
All right. So also, I noticed everybody in the community who streams Twitch has a Reuben is legit, Twitch overlay that you did.
Yeah.
So graphic design.
I do that in Photoshop. I mean, it's something I've picked up more recently. Obviously I'm not the best at it. I'm just trying to improve as I go. I mean, like I'll offer my graphics for free as long as I'm not doing it like as good as other people, because I know you could go out there and pay this amount for a much better graphics display. But for example, I made Lurker 01 the other day. He was like, "Oh, do you want me to pay for it?" I was like, "No," because I'm learning as I'm doing. So I'm learning how to like mask stuff and do different gradient fades and all that stuff. But no, I think it's going pretty well. I'm just going to keep cracking on at it and see how it goes. But I really like the whole media thing around it. I mean, I'm the same with video editing as well. I like to see what effects I can do and how I can create sort of clips together. And yeah.
Well, see, there you go. Flex, we got an actual talented guy on the channel for a change.
Whoa, even more shots fired.
Well, I mean, usually we get people who are good at video games. This time, we've got a guy who's creative. All you other guests suck ass.
He's so nice to me.
No.
Episodes, man, you all suck ass.
Oh,
you guys all suck ass.
You guys are pretty great too,
Hey, well, we got to do something because we're old and slow, and nobody wants to hang out with us old bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind hanging out.
Yeah, we're dirty old bastards. Flex especially. Like what look at it. Look at that face. I mean,
Shady.
If you look up bastard, there he is. There's that picture.
Google Images. Bastard. Flex comes up.
Old fucker. If you look up old fucker, you'll get us. All right. So enjoy being 18. It lasts about a half a microsecond.
Yeah. I mean, I thought my birthday was pretty much yesterday, but apparently it's been 3 months. But whatever.
So sometimes you gotta celebrate for 3 months when you have a birthday.
Oh, dude, I've been drinking since.
Well, that's what you do, baby. That's what you do. You're legally drinking age in the area where you live, right?
Yeah.
Now, most 18-year-olds in the U.S., I think they're still not legal drinking age.
Got to be 21.
They raised that shit to 21.
21 here. Same for the reefer.
Same for the reefer, yeah. So is England talking about getting legal marijuana?
I don't know. I don't think so yet, but I know a lot of people who do smoke it. I mean, I think Mater is a past of it, but we won't go into that. I'm exposing him too much. But no, I do know a lot of people who do it in my town, but it's not for me. But I don't really care.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right. Well,
they're legalizing it here medically in a lot of states and in Colorado and
I heard it's quite good for medical stuff, isn't it? Like for treating cancer or something.
Well, I take medication for I have cancer and I take medication for it, and it causes me really bad nausea and wrecks my appetite. So something like that would help me. I already talked to my doctor about it, and it's something that he's going to look into for me for when it's legal here in July.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Flex has got a couple of problems with that, and he's also got a shoulder situation that's pretty serious.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
What's the latest word on that?
The short story is I had a rotator cuff injury, and I had surgery, and I got infected, and they had to take my rotator cuff and part of my shoulder out. And where we're at right now is Tuesday, I go see the surgeon to see if he can do anything about the scar tissue because I can't move my arm anymore.
Oh dear.
So he's good though, man. He's good.
All the best.
For sure. But you can still move your thumbs.
That's the important thing. I still.
The funny thing, like I punched a wall the other day. I punched a wall and fractured the tendon in my little finger, and it doesn't really close properly anymore.
Oh, okay. So you're talented, but that doesn't keep you from being a dumbass.
I can still play, luckily. But, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you know who else broke his hand pretty seriously getting mad? Tom Petty.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah. Tom Petty punched a wall. And it broke his hand. He couldn't play guitar.
I've broken both my metacarpals on the end from punching walls.
I was quite lucky actually because I punched it quite hard. Yeah, I'm glad I only did that actually because if I'd ended up with a more major injury, I wouldn't be able to play anything. So
was it a video game related rage?
No, I was just kind of walking up the stairs. I was making a dramatic exit as I was having an argument, and I went kapow! And I was really happy with myself. I slammed my door, came in, sat down. I was like, yeah! I exited really well. Looked down at my hand, and it's like all red and swollen. I'm like, oh shit. So I got some peas, put a bag of peas in my hand.
Yeah.
I tried to hold my controller. I've got it here. And I had to hold it like this, but with my little finger like that, because I couldn't do anything with it, and it wouldn't like bend. But I can do it now. So,
yeah. Well, speaking of controllers, so Master Chief Collection is not working properly. So what are you playing, and what are you planning on playing?
I was playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, but Nick beat me so much I uninstalled it from my computer.
Wow.
At the moment, I'm not playing anything. I haven't really touched my Xbox. I mean, I've gone back to 360, actually, honestly. I've gone to play Halo 4 on that with Major sometimes, and maybe a bit of Halo 3 on that. But I'm not really playing much at the moment. I'm more doing just college work, because I've got an assignments to do. And I'm more doing music, actually, to be quite honest with you. I've got a new track I'm working on at the moment.
All right.
It's teasers.
Do you have enough out there that we could give a sneak peek on Bulletproof underwear?
Yeah, I'll send you the file after this if you like.
Okay, we'll give a little sneak peek. You know, this is for people who want to get ahead of the curve. Just click it; it'll be down there. Actually, maybe we'll just put it in the background, or maybe we'll put it at the end of the episode.
I haven't released it yet, so it's not on SoundCloud.
Okay. So yeah, it won't be clickable. So we'll just put it in the background. So yeah, it's like the whole community is kind of bummed out. There's nothing to talk about.
Master Chief blows. The beta's over.
Yeah. No, wait. There's a beta for the patch.
There's a beta for a patch.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of like Inception.
Well, hey.
It's honestly pathetic. I mean, I had all the faith that 343 would fix Halo after Halo 4. I mean, I really loved Halo 4, but apparently everyone hated it. But I'd hope that they'd fix the problems that everyone had with it. But it seems that they've just kind of gone into MCC with like, oh, look, here's the game, but we're not going to bother to fix it quite yet. You have to wait.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 months, who knows.
Biggest disappointment ever.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it.
Sucked, man.
I was buying my Xbox over Christmas, and I was so mad because I bought it, and my credit card got a fraud strike on it, so I had to cancel the order. So I didn't end up getting it till sort of just before New Year, but MC2 still wasn't working by then, so I could have just saved money if I waited until like, God knows, like now even I probably wouldn't have bought it if MC2 was still in this state.
Yeah. So did you get it with or without a Kinect?
I got it without Kinects because I have no care for Kinects at the moment. Apart from the voice functionality is cool, but like I don't need that.
Yeah, you ain't missing much. You ain't
missing much, man.
Yeah, good.
No.
It's mostly just annoying.
I can't dance in this room anyway. I probably just like hit my speakers. Like I don't know. I have no space.
All you can do is like tell it to turn on and off and stop and start movies and.
Yeah, Xbox record that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it only records a fucking 2-minute clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
In a PS4, it records 15 minutes.
And I don't know if you've been having problems, but I've been having problems with Xbox Live Party Chat on the Xbox.
Yeah, it's horrible. I wouldn't even go into Party Chat. There's a dashboard update coming out in February, so hopefully that fixes stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's insane that Halo players are resorting to Skype for in-game communication.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's Skype.
I mean, we personally, like, as a group of us three, we usually use Skype just because, like, our mic quality is better because obviously I've got the snowball here. But we can record if we're doing, like, live commentaries and we want to do, like, a 3-person perspective of it. But otherwise, Xbox Live Party Chat is terrible for everything unless you just want to communicate on the Xbox.
Well, the 360 was so much better.
They took something that worked great and fucked it up, man. I mean,
yeah.
And then Sony brings it out. Sony brings it out, and theirs is flawless.
Yeah, theirs works as well as the 360s did.
Yeah, well, to be fair, PSN gets hacked more, but
it does. It does go down more. It does go down more. So you would expect in 2015 that they would have this shit worked out. I don't know. Rage.
Microsoft. Yeah, with Microsoft.
So, yeah. So, do you play Trivia Crack?
Yeah, but I'm terrible at it. I played like 2 days, but then I stopped because I got beaten too much.
Were you able to beat Modest Major?
We came very close, but he would beat me.
Oh, then you must stink, because I pwned him.
Yeah, good. I hope he did.
My record is like 17-3, I think.
I've heard you're very, very good at it. You've got that knowledge.
I've got that knowledge here. It's like your KDs are higher than mine, motherfuckers.
But you don't have my Trivia Crack score, bitch.
There you go. So that'll be a really fun episode if we can get Nick to come on with you guys and we'll have the what do you call them?
I think we call ourselves the Crew or like UK Rippers. We were going to call ourselves in like if we made a team in Halo 2 anniversary.
The Rippers, man.
UK Rippers.
Well, you just need a guy named Jack.
Jack the UK Rippers. Hey.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Flex.
Not a beverage.
We do need a fourth, though, so if anybody wants to be our fourth, you can apply here.
Well, I can become British. I can really do it.
We need a British fourth to complete our squad.
Tell you how we're British. Now, I do believe that Flex has run out of beverage. I say, mate.
Can I get you a refill?
Oh my God, he's slurping the dregs of his can.
Would you like a scone?
This won't do. This won't do.
Like a scone. Yeah, my accent's... Even if I try and do like a stereotypical British accent, I can't do it. I'm just going to speak.
Well, can you do a Cockney?
No. I thought about it, and I was like, no.
No.
Alright, Governor. Kind of, not really, no.
Well, I tell you what, you're a pretty pathetic British person if you can't even do a Cockney accent. Shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, always willing to fucking help out.
I say, mate, I think it's time to
you want a banana?
I think might be time to end the show. What do you think, mate?
I think that's a right good idea, Governor.
That's it.
I can't do it. You can do it better than me, dude. I can't.
So, if you're still listening to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 135.
35.
Stiff upper lip.
You're a crackpot.
Yeah, get a life.
No.
Anywho, have you ever seen the end of one of our shows? How we sign out?
I've watched them, but I don't.
We're all gonna count to 3, and then we're gonna get our faces right up on the camera
and go orange. Okay, so here you go. Get ready. We'll do it slow so you can follow along.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, my headphones fell off.
Wow, that was about as enthusiastic as we've seen.
That was the best one we've
I
had.
shit my head so much.
He had a wardrobe malfunction.
Pardon?
He had a Are you going to watch the Super Bowl?
No, probably not. Honestly,
You're not the only one.
I don't watch football stuff.
Now, I may watch the halftime show because I'm hoping for a wardrobe malfunction with Katy Perry.
It's always a good idea to watch.
Just hope and pray. I've
become progressively more crazy as I've
This is devolved into a misogynistic group of perverts. I'm afraid.
Too much cider.
I think so.
I started pre-drinking.
There's only one thing. There's only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
All right. See y'all later.